Nintendo no, I'm in the wrong chair. Hold on. I got my exercise ball. I got the office chair and I keep accidentally going back to it. I need to just take it out of the room. It's the ball. The ball doesn't make noise. I'm literally bouncing on it right now. You can't even tell. I can still talk and it doesn't creak. Anyway, we're talking about Nintendo just announced a Donkey Kong Bananza dedicated direct is happening this week on Wednesday, June the 18th, 2025. It's going to be 6 a.m. my time. So standard time for a direct, standard time of the week and month for a direct. And of course, it is a little surprising that they announced this instead of an actual full direct, especially because of the timing. I feel like when they do like major directs usually follow like a certain pattern of like when they do them, but then like dedicated ones for other stuff, I want to say those don't always follow the same rules, so it's a little bit funny that at the exact time we were expecting one, we're getting a DK one, but we're not talking about the greater picture and what it means for a direct or not a direct happening. We're going to set that aside for a moment because DK deserves to have a second in the spotlight, darn it. We're gonna first just talk about the fact that Nintendo is doing a direct for DK Bananza. Now, this is exciting because now that Mario Kart World is out, DK is next in line. You know, like that released it, about a month and a half after launch. It's officially his time in the spotlight. Like Mario Kart World, I mean, like it's gonna be a thing for the entire generation. There's gonna be like updates and whatnot. But now that at least the launch has happened, we get like the next major game on the schedule is DK Bananza, so Nintendo can put all of their love there, all the social media presence and whatnot. And so they're apparently giving us a big fat meaty direct, which I will say is a little bit surprising. Donkey Kong Bananza doesn't necessarily seem like the kind of game to me that needs its own dedicated direct. I feel like usually with a direct, I don't know, I think they're better suited for like multiplayer games with like a lot of different options and features. Like Mario Kart certainly made sense, you know, Splatoon, they'll have Splatoon ones, that makes sense too. But for like a single player game, I don't quite see it because I really do feel like you can really communicate everything you need through trailers. And like we've already gotten I don't know if I would call them deep dives, but like we've gotten lengthy gameplay demos at the Nintendo Treehouse presentations. Like we've already seen this game in action. So it's interesting. I just have to wonder what they want to show us that could not be communicated through a trailer, even if it is like revealing some sort of new feature or something. I don't know, you could do that in a trailer, but for whatever reason, they want to give us a pretty good look. And that to me does suggest that there is something about the game that they have not revealed yet. My mind always goes back to Super Mario Odyssey. And I know Nintendo is not going to market every game like they marketed Super Mario Odyssey specifically, but I always go back there because they gave us the reveal trailer and it was amazing and like it sold everybody. It looked really, really great. And then it wasn't until later they gave us a follow-up trailer, and that was when they introduced the capture mechanic, which ended up being like a core part of the game's very identity. What like really the big gimmick. So like the reveal was already huge, it already looked great, and then they had this other just whole element of the game we had no idea about, and it made it look even more amazing. And so here, I can't help but wonder if we could be looking at the same thing again, where there's some element of the game that's like very big that we haven't seen yet. At the same time though, the difference here is that with Super Mario Odyssey, it was a trailer, and then it was a trailer, and then the game came out later in the year. I don't believe there were any gameplay demos. Whereas here, again, we've already seen the game shown off in with the Treehouse crew. They've already given us long gameplay demos. So I kind of feel like if there was some element of the game that was like really core to its very being, I don't know how they would easily avoid that when playing a demo. I mean, I know they can make these demos whatever they want. They could just take some part of the level out, but I don't know if it's going to be as dramatic as it was with Mario. Like, can you imagine a playable demo of Mario Odyssey with no capture at all, that's a very different game. That's a very different demo. So I don't know if we can expect something that quite that big. I think it's possible that it may just be more of a story thing because, you know, no spoilers, but there was a character that was basically 100. I mean, it's not confirmed until it's confirmed, but we're basically sure. Like, we saw the art. There is key art of this game that reveals a character. And so it could just be that whole element, like that character's, how they play into the story and what the story itself even really is. It could be that that's the point. Again, I don't know why you couldn't just communicate that in a trailer. I don't know why it needs to be a direct. But whatever. It's cool that they're doing it. So all that to say, this is me blabbing about it, but all that to say, I don't know what they're going to show, and I don't know why they would need to show that much, but they are obviously very excited to show us more, giving us a whole entire direct, and here's where I have to decide how much I want to watch. Ooh, because I'm so excited about this game. So incredibly excited, but like I couldn't even get myself to watch the treehouse stuff. I just want to go in fresh, you know that? It's the digging stuff and the rock smashing stuff. I don't want to see it in action too much. I just want to get my hands on it. It looks so good. It looks like it feels so good. And so yeah, I really definitely, I mean, I guess if there's some big, huge element of the game that everybody's going to know before launch, yeah, I should watch. I'll watch it. I'm going to half watch it. That's what I said. If there's like a lot of information in a thing, I'll kind of half watch it. Or like you watch it one time, you just don't watch it a second time. Because then everything that hits you, you can kind of forget it over long enough. It hasn't like dug its way in. You know, it's just a whole bunch of information. I'll probably do that. I'll probably watch the direct the one time and then leave it at that because the game is coming out in like a month, which is so incredibly, incredibly exciting. They could have made us wait. They could have made us wait so much longer. After launch, after Mario. It could have been way later in the year, but nah, it's coming. It's coming really soon, and I'm really, really super excited about it. So yeah, DK Bananza Direct. It's gonna happen. Maybe I'll stream it. I'll probably stream it. If you want to come and watch me stream it, then we will have fun together. We will have an enjoyable time. So now we do have to get to back to the bigger picture here. Really was expecting a major direct this month. And of course, you know, the more you expect something from Nintendo usually means the more likely it is to just simply not happen. And I knew I was getting my hopes up. I knew I was. But you know what? I've been through this so much. I don't even feel like the rug has been pulled out. I'm used to this. I'm used to them befuddling me. It's a part of the fun by now, you know? And really, it's not even just that, like, we super needed a direct. I want new games. I am greedy for them. I mean, I am. That is also true. But in this case specifically, it's that, like, yes, they did have a lot of information to give us. Obviously, DK Bananza was due for, like, a big follow-up trailer, like a pre-launch trailer or something. So yes, like, they were due to give us information about that. And then, like, more information for Metroid Prime 4. That's really another big reason I feel like we were expecting a direct. There's a game right there that that's another one. We need so much more info. They've still barely scratched the surface and we need a release date. So we've got all of these different games that need release dates, Age of Imprisonment, Kirby Air Riders. So it seemed like every reason to do a direct, but really ultimately it boiled down to holiday game. Because all that other stuff can come through social media drops. Like, they just revealed a Splatoon spin-off game. Like, we still don't know exactly what it is or when we're going to hear more info. But, like, yeah, that could have been a part of a direct, too. But they just dropped it on social media. So they could do the same for everything else, all the release dates that we need. Ultimately, it really did just come down to that holiday game thing. It really does feel like the schedule is missing a holiday game. I won't go on the entire spiel right now, but like you get the point. It's the first year of the Switch's life, or the first half year, but you know what I mean. They had a great launch game. They had loads of games and Switch 2 editions releasing throughout the year. Pokemon is in October, but Pokemon isn't usually the only holiday game. That November slot is still empty. It really just seems like we're waiting for one more big AAA crazy blockbuster announcement for the holiday season. And we haven't gotten it, and it really just kind of seemed like this was the last chance, you know? I mean, the bigger the game, usually the longer it takes between reveal and release. I mean, it's not like a direct, the game is this big, so it's this long between reveal and release. It's not quite like that, but there usually is something of a minimum with like a really big game. So when you're talking a holiday title coming out in like November, June is already kind of pushing it. For like only learning about it in June and then it comes out in November, that's already not very long. So this really did seem like the last chance. They're not going to reveal something in September and give it to us in November. Like, that's not enough time at all. And I do very much now. If we're not getting a major direct in June, then we're definitely going to get one in September. We don't know anything that's coming out next year. But yeah, I don't know where we're at with the holiday title. It could just be that, again, in that Nintendo works in mysterious ways kind of way, we just aren't getting one. It's just, it's Donkey Kong and Metroid in the fall and Kirby Air Riders and Age of Imprisonment and Pokemon. Could just be like, nope, that's it. A cross-gen Pokemon game really is the holiday title. And they just hope that, people just get Switch 2s for Christmas with they get Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World essentially just still is the holiday title. I mean, it's been the holiday bundle game for the entire life of the Switch 1. So it could just be they didn't need one. They didn't need one, or they did have one, and I don't know, it got delayed. So, what are you gonna do? We'll release it next year. Who cares? Or, technically speaking, they could still reveal one, just not in a direct. Possible. It absolutely is possible. Again, they revealed Splatoon Raiders in a non-direct. They kind of just dropped it. I don't know if I could see that for a big holiday title. The last time they just started revealing a bunch of big games, all their major games, just like dropping them on social media. That was back in 2020 when like things were weird and they were having a hard time. They just didn't do directs the whole entire year. So that made sense. Here, I don't quite know what their angle is. I don't quite know what's going on. But ultimately, as always, we will see. We just gotta wait and see, yeah? This is a surprising turn of events, but following Nintendo and Nintendo news and discussing Nintendo would not be nearly as interesting if things all went according to expectations entirely in every case. That would be downright boring, wouldn't it? So yeah, DK Bananza Direct. Come and watch with me. I'm gonna stream it. Come and watch. We watch together. It'll be fun. I really can't wait. The game looks so good. I got to be like excited about Mario Kart, and now Mario Kart is out, and I'm playing it. And it's fun, and I got to write the review and all that cool stuff. But like, man, I'm smacking my lips. Just waiting for DK Bananza. That's the next thing. I'm so excited.